closely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Houston's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on third down. Going over the top. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive and you're doing a couple positive things and then turn it over, not to start this offense.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his target down the middle. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Caught. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Vols can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw again. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown ball! First score of the game goes up. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Great place to start for this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Houston wants to play fast. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got rid of it just in time. And the missed connection on third down.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
They boot it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lincoln. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the 1st quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Cougars in the hurry up. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Volunteers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Volunteers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown ball.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark that this team needs. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Nebraska. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Play action. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Off the play fake on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
A really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabs it in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Punts it out of the air. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Vols with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Throws to the back. He's got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better.
Breaks into the open. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Gets it out fast. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
I love offense offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man! Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And
pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Now the play fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
Good, right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kentucky opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
To the ground, he's got it again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set. the second half. Houston will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half on the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up.
Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here.
Next, going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteer. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've settled for field goals on each of their last 2 drives, and if they want to win this thing, they better find a way to get it into the end zone. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Gives it on the option. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Running back searching for a hole. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up fourth down, and let's see what they do. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They really didn't. Ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the back. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
So here is the Tennessee offense. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Houston will be forced to punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And you want to to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try the toss to the left. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
They'll run it on 1st and goal.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Leaves it with the running back. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away.
Touchdown, Volunteer! Quick strike through the air for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Mississippi State is putting on a show offensively. It feels like they've been ringing those cowbells all game. They're up by 35 over Memphis. For now, it's back to you fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off-play action on first down. Can't connect on his first throw.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Back to pass on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're...
Brings it in down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. The handoff keep working on that clock. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Third down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
And the Vols, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump. Set up.
They go to the ground. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Trying to punch it in. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
Set, ready. Ready, go.
Wants to go up top. Trying to barrel in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards. 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Looking downfield on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.